All right, my friends, if any of you are actually here. Oh, look at that. That was fast. It's like, boom. What a day. Oh, yes. So, hopefully you guys can hear me. I had to reconnect some stuff because I am streaming. Where am I here? I am streaming this page right here, which is the YouTube studio page, which, because you guys, I don't think get the chance to see like specific numbers, right? So you guys can see here, of course, 49,997, 49,997. And then, of course, this is Social Blade, and this is supposed to be real time. So this one should just do a big rollover once it happens. So for a lot of you that are watching the channel, you'll notice that yeah, like on a normal YouTube page, it only shows based on like once you break like 100, right? So you don't get to see then 900 and change. You get to see it from 900 and then when it breaks. But so you guys possibly didn't know how close I was. So uh yeah, we're close. And last night I was really worried that it would cross over the threshold when I was sleeping. Which it didn't, which is good. It's currently 2:30 here. And I've got my phone up because I don't think that the YouTube studio, of course, where am I here? It's got too many screens. I got too many screens going on. It's this one here, this guy here, right? This lovely fella here. I don't think it like auto refreshes. I think I have to like come up here every once in a while and hit return and hope that I don't completely miss it because right now, oh look at that, 998. Oh, two. See? Oh, and we have we're going to Mary's, my wife's mom and dad's place for dinner. So she's like, "How long is this going to take?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I have no idea." So what I thought while we wait, this live could be 3 minutes long. This live could be an hour long. I don't know. We're waiting for two two subscribers is what we're waiting for. So I want to make sure you guys are, yeah, you're seeing this page, right? This is the somewhat live page and me in the corner. I'm going to ask you guys, would you rather be watching the screen that's up there now, or it's the two screens together with me just kind of in a corner, or would you rather be seeing this? And I will use my phone here to just kind of watch for it. And once it hits, I was going to say once it hits 999, but and I'll throw this out there. When I was about to reach 40,000, I remember it being at like 39,997 or something like that, and then all of a sudden, like four subscribers came, and it just rotated, and it was like 40,001, and I was like, oh, I missed it somehow. Somehow I missed it. So I wish there was a way. I do. I wish there was a way just to get this screen here to just auto refresh, like refresh every, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. That's kind of the wish. Anyways, while that's happening and while I'm refreshing this phone just to, there's my phone right there. Yes, you guys see it, right? There's my phone right there. Um, you guys can ask any questions. I figured why not turn this into a little bit of Q&A while I'm here for X amount of minutes that we're waiting for this. I also figure what I'll do on this computer while I'm also waiting. I got Facebook open here. So what I may do is post this on Facebook and just say, come join us as we hit. Come join me live as we cross over the 50K subs on YouTube. That's the hope. And then I'll put a little one of these, right? Just a little one of these. That is not, why is it showing that? That says Master Chief Collection. That's not right at all. I got the wrong. Do I have the wrong? I don't think so. Control C. It's showing up the wrong one. Why is it showing up the wrong one? That's bizarre. And then I'll do this, little that. It keeps saying Master Chief Collection. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, no, it's right, but I had the wrong thumbnail. That's bizarre. Maybe I'll just do that without a thumbnail. Right? Maybe. I'll just say make. It keeps putting the thumbnail up and it's the wrong one. Oh, there's more people joining in. More people join. I gotta keep watching. 998, 998, 998. Okay, make sure to join and sub to the channel. I don't know why it's showing the wrong. It has the wrong image. The right image was supposed to be there. So bizarre. I'm gonna get rid of you just so that it maybe just has that. Don't want the image. Post, maybe. Okay. I'm hoping. Okay. Doesn't have the image, which is cool. Oh, look, what does it say? It's interesting to think that somewhere out there in the world, someone is watching your videos and is going to click on subscribe and have no idea that they are. Yeah, 100%. That's, you know, it's one of those things, especially in the last couple days when I'll put, hold on a sec. I got to type over here. Totally agree. So strange. So strange to think that. Hello, Peter. There we go. Yeah, no, it's weird because, again, you know, over the last couple days, I've been, you know, posting here and there, like we're so close, we're so close. But if you go on the channel, which is what most people would do, they would have no idea, right? If we're at 49,902 or if we're at, you know, 49,999, which is bizarre, you know? So yeah, 100% agree with you. It's just, it's for someone that's on the channel, it's very weird, right? I think, and maybe if you're the first time on the channel, you don't even notice and you don't even care, but I definitely care. Hope you get your target. Well, you know, I need two people. It's so bizarre. 2 people, you know, that's not very many. So I'm going to go on Facebook and like that. Now, the other thing too, for those of you that are here, if you haven't, and maybe you know someone with a bicycle or you know someone with a motorcycle, we are doing our 50,000 sub giveaway, and we probably will do the giveaway tomorrow because I'm pretty sure we're going to hit that mark today. As you can see here, right? We're at 49,998. Super close. Make sure this one is showing me at still 98, still 98. Yep. And we're doing the cup holders, the Lexan C4, I believe it's called, cup holder. If you guys are interested in that, you should definitely go look. And I think I don't have a way to copy and, oh, maybe I do. Hold on. I was thinking maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Let's do this. Well, I'm just going to create a new tab here, and I'll put that in the comments because since I'm going to draw tomorrow, I think it's important for you guys to enter it today because the more the merrier, right? And you guys, if you win, you can be like, yeah, I was part of the live as well as part of the, is this it here? Yeah, this is it here. As well as part of the, I'm a winner, right? Part of copy, stop. Shh, so much volume. Okay, so I think this is the link to the giveaway. I'll put it in the comments if you guys are interested. So you just have to, I think, just comment on that video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you are a subscriber. And make sure you're in North America somewhere. So it has to be somewhere in Canada or the continental US, okay? Because Lexon said that's where they're going to ship to. So anything that's above or beyond that, um, outside of those regions, sorry. It'd be cool if YouTube had some way to acknowledge the subscribers that are the 10,000. I agree. I get that like 100,000 is a big one. And it's definitely something that I've been striving for. I continue to strive for. When it happens, it happens. It's not something that I stress out over. Every day I see increase, and to me, that's all that matters. Also, like for me, and what a lot of people don't even think about a lot is really it's the amount of views that you get, right? Because that's probably even more important than having a whole bunch of subscribers or fake subscribers or bought-in subscribers or subscribers that subscribe but never ever watch your stuff. A subscriber that doesn't watch your stuff, it's a great number, but it means nothing, right? People that actually watch your stuff and people that view your stuff, and that's the I think piece, or that's the number that should be the most important. And I know for me, in regards to analytics and stats and things like that, that's a number that I will just transition just in case. I am always looking at, and then it's back to this. I got too many computers going, but I have to, because that's the one you really want to see growth in, right? Is your views. So if you have, let's say I lost a subscriber. Oh, boo. Lost a subscriber. Whoever you are, I'm glad you're gone. That's right. I'm glad you're gone. We didn't want you here anyway. Anyways, if you plateau or even maybe, didn't gain as many subscribers as you did last year, for instance, but those subscribers that you do have are watching more content than the previous year, then that's all you should really be asking for, right? If every subscriber last year, viewed 2 videos of yours, and now every video or every subscriber this year watches 3 of your videos, that's a huge increase, right? You don't even need as many subscribers as long as you're watching the same or watching more. So, that's really big. And the other thing that I always find is hard with YouTube is there's so many channels out there that are, and I call them a lot of BS, I believe, because yes, there are SEO guys and there are, certain ways to, I don't know, tag your videos or put keywords in your videos or whatever it is. And it's for a lot of people that are making videos that don't have necessarily like a niche market, for instance, right? Where, you're dealing with something really specific, or it's not a flooded market. A lot of these channels out there are like, this is how you gain more subscribers. Well, for one, that channel, that's going to always do really well as long as you can talk really good and you got some. But as far as I know, I followed a lot of those and did what they said and tried what they're trying. It's all hallooey balooey. None of it, really works. None of it, you're like, oh, if you do this, you're going to go from 500 subs to 50,000 subs. No, you're not. You're not. That's not what it is. You're playing the long game. Now, again, if you're on a very specific niche, then sure, a lot of these things could possibly help. But I know for me, I started this channel a lot of years ago, but when I started it really didn't have any content per se, right? I didn't have any like, oh, this is what I want it to be. Right. So I'll switch back here. So it was there, but I wasn't like trying to make a living doing it, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas possibly I'd say in the last maybe 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, I started putting more effort into it. And of course, especially the last, 2 to 3 years, I've put in way more effort into it. And it's I get videos that go out there that get 100 views, and then you put up another video out there and it gets 2,000 views, and then you put another video out there and it gets 50,000 views, and then you're like, yay, and then you put another one out there and it gets 35 views. It's weird, right? It's I don't think there's any necessarily magic, because here's number one: if there was magic, to being like, this is how you show up first. This is how you show up first on YouTube. I'm going to give you the secret. Ready? Who gives that secret away? You want to be first. And if you figured it out, it's not as if you're going to go telling people, because then they're going to make the video that's a similar and you're not going to be first anymore. Right. So why would you give that away? Like some of them, like I like watching some of those videos when I'm bored, because there may be something they're like, well, that's not a bad idea to implement. Right. Do I expect it to change my channel? No. Right. Questions. All right, here we go. Darth Vader. I think it could be a link that could be clicked on and show the list with subscribers' YouTube names. I don't know if that's a thing. Because that's probably a privacy issue in some aspects, is to, be able to generate a list like that. Because, but I have no idea, right? Do you know who your first subscriber was? Probably my wife. Probably, because my first subscriber would have been when I was doing, just like videos that were for fun, like holiday videos or videos of my daughter when she was like a little wee one dancing in a closet or something like that, right? So, it's hard for me because I didn't start this channel did I lose? No, there we go. I was like, did I lose my? No, it's moving. We're all good. Sometimes my camera freezes and then I'm worried. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't start the channel in regards to this channel becoming something that, it became a full-time job, right? But I do think there will be possibly changes next year in regards to how the channel works. That's my thought. Not 100% sure, but I think that there will be some changes. Because, I get a lot of people that post on videos. They're like, oh, this video has been bought and paid for, right? Or you work for the company or whatever. And no, I don't. I don't work for any of the companies, right? I get a lot of, I'd say 95%, 90%, 95% of the products that are sent to me. And that really was something that was new over the last couple of years. But 100% I get sent, no money's exchanged, right, for the review. And like I do reviews on like power plugs. Here's a 20-watt power adapter. The issue is like, how many people are going to search for that? Probably not that many, right? But if you did like, oh, here's a Sony laptop, or here's a Apple iPhone, or here's whatever, those ones get hit more because they generally just have a larger amount of people searching for those products. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. It's all about. So what does it say? It's all about keeping at it and keep building. 100%, right? Every day I just have more. I remember at the beginning when I started getting into it, you'd be excited because you're like, oh my gosh, I got 3 subscribers, right? 3 new people wanted to watch my stuff. Super exciting. And if I look back at those videos, they're not great by any means. So like 3, and then you'd get a day where like, oh, look, I lost 1. Right, like there may have been 2 gained, but I lost 4. So you lose them. It's the hope, of course, is that in any given month you gain more than you lost. Not to say that I don't lose subscribers now. You saw it happen right here. I went from 998 to 997. Right? Am I still at 997? That's the question. That is the wrong laptop. 997. Am I magically? Come on, somebody do it. Post these all over to your friends. Make sure your friends are watching. Make sure your friends know the link to the free cup holder, which I put in the chat thing over there, right? So that they have a chance to win a cup holder for their motorcycle or bike or whatever it is. And maybe they don't ride, but they have a friend that rides. You got them a birthday or Christmas gift or some kind of gift for whatever. It's all good, right? Oh, what is this? It could be a voluntary list. And if a user declined, it would just put the date and time. Yeah, but there's a lot of things. I always thought, and I get it, right? Because take for instance likes and dislikes, right? You always get, and you have to go into YouTube with a thick skin for sure, right? You can't be like reading the comments and being like, oh, somebody is mean to me, because there's just complete asshats out there that they get off on that kind of stuff, right? They just like to be complete idiots and try to bring somebody else down, it's because their life sucks, right? So they want to try to make their life better than somebody else's, or make somebody else sad with their life. They don't usually bother me. And I say usually because there's sometimes that I get into it with one of them, because I'm just like, you know what? You deserve to have this thrown right back in your face. And, I always say keyboard warriors, right? They're keyboard warriors because they're shrouded in anonymity where nobody's going to be able to know who they are. So cowards is what I say. Anyways, I always thought it would be cool because, you see the likes and you no longer even see how many like dislikes there are. Of course, I see the dislikes on a video. And I always was like, so if somebody dislikes a video, can I see who disliked the video? Because if it's the same person disliking every one of your videos, then that's not really fair. That's just someone that is being a dick, and someone that's, just has some kind of vendetta against you for whatever reason, right? So it would be nice to be able to figure that out and go and be like, hey, YouTube, this person is doing X, right? Not that I want to hunt this person now, but I think that's the issue, right? Whenever they give out that information, then they don't really know what kind of conflict is going to happen. But I almost think a dislike, if you dislike a video, it should be really like there's 10 options for why you dislike it. You can't dislike it just to be like, I don't like this guy, he or this girl or whatever, and then you get something where you become offensive and all this kind of stuff. Now, if somebody does that, I usually report that to YouTube just so they know, because again, I don't put up for that kind of stuff. But I do think that YouTube should have a list, right? That list, and they're all like valid. They could be all valid. Like, I didn't like it because the video was too long, or I didn't like it because I don't know, it's the sound was bad, or I didn't like it because whatever it was. It didn't actually, it was clickbait, or the content inside the video didn't match what the title was, or things like that. If then you yourself could use that as something that was you were able to use as information to help better your videos, right? Because you'd be like, oh, so I got a whole bunch of dislikes, and every one of those dislikes said, oh, my videos are too long, so I should figure out how to shorten them. Or, the intro was too long. Or, clickbait's not working for me because people really dislike it. Whatever it is. Not, you got stupid hair. Thanks? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So I do think YouTube has some, because I don't disagree with having a dislike. I've watched videos that I'm like, well, that was a waste of time. Usually if I find that it's a waste of time, I just don't watch it, right? I just turn it off. I scrub through it a little bit, and if there's nothing in there, I'm like, okay, well, I'll go to the next one. But if there was a, why didn't you like it? Here's 10 options, right? And within those 10 options, then you could choose the one that was most suited. I think that would actually be super beneficial. And I think that would be a great way for you and I that have YouTube channels to actually implement maybe those and make the channel better, right? So, and I don't even need a name, but I just want a dislike that has a reason to it, right? Like a valid reason, a reason that is, something that I can learn from and change the channel to possibly benefit that. That's what I think. That's what I think. Still 997. This is going to be the longest day if I don't get 3 more. There was a big crash upstairs that I heard, and I realized, I was like, what is that? And my wife's like, the cat knocked a bowl off the table. So, long as nobody's hurt. That's what matters. So anyway, I think I was talking previously. I was like, what? I think, there's we want some change. I get totally distracted with lives. I do. I just go on tangent. So anyways, the thought is nowadays, again, since we don't charge for reviews or anything like that, because of that, I get a lot of stuff. I actually say no to a lot of companies because I'm just like, that's not going to get any views. Nobody's searching for that. I've already reviewed something similar, so I don't need to review 6 of those because they're all the same, right? So like, I'll give you for instance, sleeping eye masks. I reviewed one because I was like, I don't have a sleeping eye mask, and this one's really nice because it was heavy and it was like nice pressure, and actually it was really nice because it was cooling. So like, and I actually use it a fair bit because I like it. And as soon as, of course, you review one of those, there's like 9 other companies that come out of the woodwork being like, we'll send you ours. You can review that. And I'm like, no, I don't. Is it different than the one I did already? Right? Because if it is, cool. If it's not, I'm not interested. So I do spend a fair bit of time saying no to companies in regards. It has to be, for the most part, it has to be something that's different than what I reviewed. At least enough. There's enough difference in the review to warrant it being worth a review, or it has to be something that was similar to a product we reviewed, but maybe it's a substantially more budget friendly version. So, we reviewed one and it was this price, and then 2 months later we review another one that's pretty much identical, but it's half the price. And if that's the case, then I'm like, yeah, that's valid because that's something that I'd like to show people because they can save some cash, right? But like I said, we have a ton of products. Like, you guys can't necessarily see it, but I have boxes of products right here that have to be reviewed. Upstairs, which is where I usually open the box myself to see what's arrived. I don't know. I got like 10, 15 products up there that I still have to look at. And a lot of those products, actually, a lot of the products that are coming out now were ones that I was like, oh, that's cool, right? But I think I may start charging. For reviews. Now, I'm not going crazy and being like, I'm going to charge $500 a review, but it may be something as simple, right? Because like $50 a review, it's something. But I will guarantee you this, and I will say this right now to you guys, to trust me, believe in me, is that none of those reviews will ever be swayed or will not be dishonest. I won't talk about them in a favorable way if I don't believe that they're a good product. Yes, as you see in most of my videos, I talk about what I like, I talk about what I don't like, and then I let you guys make the decision, right? We do microphone reviews. Well, whatever I say and think is one thing, but I always try to put in like sound samples into the video so you guys can hear the actual recording or whatever it is and use that as your judgment, right? And that will stay. So we're going to continue that. But the hope is that, and again, I'm trying to figure out YouTube as I go, is that you could possibly allow a video to get traction, right? So let's say today I put out a video and it gets 150 views, okay, on day one. And then tomorrow I put out another video. Okay. Well, the thing is you as a viewer, let's say you only go on YouTube once every 2 or 3 days. The video that you're going to see that pops up in your feed is the last video I put up. So if there was 2 videos that I released or 3 videos that I released, you'll see the third one, but you won't see the first 2. And if you go to the channel, you won't see those, which means you won't click on them, which means they won't get a view, which means they don't get any traction. So I do think there is some possible downfall or negative, I guess, in releasing videos daily. Now I do it because I enjoy it and I have so many products that I'm trying to get through. But I think if I'm like, you know what, I'm going to release a video every second day, this gives each one of those videos a chance to get traction, right? To actually get some views and people that log on once every second day, whatever, then they get a chance to see every video that we put out. And if we charge a little bit for it, not a lot, just a little bit, then that may recoup for the fact that we're only reviewing better products and we're not putting out as much. So it's beneficial to them. It's beneficial to us. Everything should work, right? Thoughts? What do you think? Better idea? Good idea? Oh, hold on. Hi from Sydney, 4 a.m. here. Welcome, Kevin from Sydney. I can't type so good on this keyboard. Sydney. Welcome, Kevin from Sydney. That's early. That's early. I can't spell good, but you know what I'm saying. Yep. Darth Vader, Australia. Is Darth Vader from Australia too? What item that you have reviewed has exceeded your expectations the most? That's honestly that's a hard one because I review so many. It would have to be. I'd really probably have to narrow it down into categories. Like, what's one that's like motorcycle based that is good? What was the one that I'm using for streaming, which was the best one? What was because it's hard, right? I have to say, and not that it's necessarily an expectation thing, but as I've talked in previous videos, I have a foot massager under my table right here, a foot massager. If you don't have a foot massager, you should get a foot massager because foot massagers are awesome, right? So good. And I have one upstairs on my desk that I edit upstairs, and I have one right here. I'm going to put my feet in it right now. Feet in it right now. We're going to check. We're going to check to see this screen just real fast, right? Just to see so I don't completely miss anything. 49,997. It's got to happen before I go for dinner tonight. What time is it here? It is 3:00. So I never thought that it would be like we'd have to wait too long to get 3. We were up to 2. Right? But we lost one. So yes. Anyways, I'm gonna say I do love the foot massager. Super good. This headphone right here, the one I'm wearing here, I can't even remember who it's by. Alt Lion, something like that. I think it is something like that. Fantastic, you guys. This is my primary headset I use for stream, and you will notice I only have it in one ear and I don't have it in this ear because when I'm talking, really I'm using it only for the microphone. But it just sits there really nice. It's got really good audio. Like I love it. Right? It fits in good. And because of the way I have this all set up, and you're going between this product and this product when you're doing, all this stuff. I'll switch back here because you guys don't need to see that big screen. When I'm wearing or gaming here, this is my gaming headsets that I'm wearing right now. Because this goes in my ear, I can take these and just put them over top. And I have this plugged into my Xbox, the controller, and I do gaming that way. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And they're not expensive. I think they're like, I don't know, $30, $40, something like that. I think. I can't remember. Probably one of my favorite things. Right? So it's super nice. Hello. What is it? Hello. Cooper Crafty Bug. Again, excuse me. I'm looking at a small monitor. You guys can't see it, but I have a 15-inch laptop here. And then above it, I have like a 13-inch monitor, and the bottom screen has like OBS running on it, OBS Studio, and then the top screen has like the YouTube analytic chat screen popping up, right? So close. I know, so close. I keep refreshing. I got like my phone going. I got my computer going. We were at 998. Now we're not. Usually, and I say usually, like Sundays do well with subs, and I think it's because people are they stay home more, and they're like, I'm going to stay home and watch me some YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, you should, right? Yeah, you should. They don't seem to be doing that as much today. I don't know. I thought, so when I got up this morning, I think it was like 7 a.m. my time, I was at 49,990. So I gained 7 from basically till lunch, right? And then nothing. Why are people outside? It's not nice here. It's not horrible, but it's not, fantastic. And for you guys that maybe just kind of joined the chat, welcome all. Hello, everyone new to the stream, right? I didn't get a notification. I just happened to go on YouTube and saw you were live. Now, just be aware, this video, this stream, just kind of maybe a response to that. It was really short notice. Like, I put up that I was doing the stream probably about 10-15 minutes before I actually did the stream. Just enough time for me to go from upstairs to downstairs to get ready, because of the fact that I went out to meet some people today. I didn't know what time I was going to get home. I didn't know, if I got home and we had already crossed 50,000, then I wouldn't have done the live at all. I kind of wanted it to be at a certain number before I started, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, it is what it is, right? Sadly, I subbed when Cruising Canada was up, but hit the like. I guess that helps. Oh yeah, no, hitting likes, 100% likes help. And a lot of people, that was a big change for this year. And for those of you that were around, like winter of 2022, when I was considering during the name change, it was a concern. I was definitely worried about it. I was concerned that the name change was gonna be an issue with people not being able to find me, because of course they didn't know to search for me. They knew to search for Cruising Canada at the time. But I really did feel that the name Cruising Canada wasn't benefiting me at all, right? Because outside of it kind of telling people that, I was in Canada, it really didn't impact anything. It really didn't make any sense why the channel was called this. Now, when I named it at the very beginning, like X amount of years ago, it did mean something. The problem is the channel just never went in that direction, right? It was supposed to be a channel that was based on like motorcycle accessories and parts and motorcycle rides and just cruising around Canada and doing whatever. But it swayed this way, and that's you kind of follow what YouTube tells you is working. And at that point I was like, okay, well, maybe it's best for me to just name it my name. Oh, wait, transition, ready? Boom. You guys, do you see it? You see it right there? Right here? 998. Back to two. All right, so that's good. Anyways, yeah, that's I get totally sidetracked. But anyways, that was the big issue, changing my names. So this year was a bit of a concern, because I expected the channel to take a bit of a hit, right? Because, both companies and people that watched the videos but maybe didn't subscribe or whatever were, all of a sudden the channel's it's not there anymore. You search for it and there's nothing current, because it had all switched to my own name. My hope is that, come next year, it'll grow more again, right? Not that it's not growing this year, of course it is, but we'll start to see better incremental growth starting next year, would be my hope, I guess, right? If I could go back, I would have definitely made a different channel name. Well, you can, right? You can. I did. Just realize that maybe for the first bit of time that it may take a hit, but YouTube is definitely, it's a long game, right? It is. It's not one of these things that you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to be an instant YouTube success, because there are people that happens to for sure, but it's not a lot of people that happens to. So you got to be ready to be in the long game, and if you are ready to invest that time and energy into it, you have to be willing to make those changes to try to better the channel however you feel. And for me, the betterment was being like, you know what? I don't necessarily know where this channel is going to go. right now, of course, I think it is what it is, and I like that. So naming it just my name made more sense. And then if down the road, it decides to change directions for whatever reason down the road, or I want to make a second channel, I can call it like Greg Toope Gaming, or I can be like Greg Toope Lives, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But the Greg Toope is there, right? And I think this channel will be the one that's dedicated primarily to the tech stuff. So that's it, right? What are we saying here? Darth Vader, Greg is one of a handful of channels that I clicked on as soon as the video starts because I always know the videos will be excellent. Oh, that's nice. I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. That's super nice. Thank you so much. Hi Cooper. 2 more. What is 2 more? What's am I don't want to fall behind. 2 more something? Do we gain another one? 998. Come on, 998. That one hasn't changed. No, it's still 998. Okay, I get all nervous, right? At the same time, I wondered what channel it was. A lot are changing to their names now. Yeah, so there's I think benefit and negative depending on like your thoughts toward the end game, right? Like I said, having just like your name as a channel is great because especially when you're, I don't want to say smaller. So, and I still think, a smaller channel, I still consider myself a small channel. Like 50,000 is nothing to, blink an eye at, nothing to snub your nose. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I still think anything under the 100,000 mark is still considered a small channel. Right. That's why we don't see YouTube giving awards to 50,000. I think they figure once you hit 100,000, you're in it. You're dedicated. You've done all your work. Like this is your proud moment. I'm proud here because the amount of work that I put into it. But I think during that 50,000, that 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, we all get excited to make some cool name, but having your own name for one really puts the onus on the video being about not only what you're talking about, but really about you as a personality, right? And I think that plays a lot of the role. For instance, and I'll say this as a for instance, if I had a unboxing channel with a did text or whatever it was, and it was only a top camera, which we see these videos for sure, right? It's just a top camera, and the only thing we see is the box in your hands, and you're doing whatever. I wouldn't have called that my name. It just wouldn't make any sense because all you see is my hands, right? So I would have called it, maybe unboxing with Greg or just unboxing, whatever it is. But because I think that what's happening here? I think that I am just as much as a personality. Don't take that in an arrogant way, but as a personality, and why a lot of people come to the channel, probably because the way that I maybe present, or they just like what I'm talking about, or they like some of the stupid jokes or whatever it is that I say, or the fact that I laugh at my own stupidity. I become an integral part of the channel, right? Think of Peter McKinnon. How many other people, if you know who Peter McKinnon is, how many other people talk about the same stuff he talks about? There's a lot, right? But they don't present it the same way he does. And because they don't present it the same way he does, he is the reason that you go to his site, right? He is the reason, right? And that could be any channel that you go to, right? That has their name. Now, here's the downfall of it. As far as I'm concerned, if I would have named my channel, for instance, Greg's Tech Reviews, the fact is tech review is in the channel, which means that YouTube's probably going to use that, right? Help with your searchability. Because when someone searches for tech or something with the word review in it, you automatically become part of the search results, right? Search results. Okay, did someone just say they subscribed? Did someone say they subscribed? Maybe they did, but Alan Jones subscribed. Okay, Alan Jones. Thank you, Alan Jones. I'm still at 998. Anyways, when you're choosing the name, I think if you're going to pick your name and the channel is going to be based around you as a personality and talking about things that you enjoy, then that's great, which is really what I do, because my channel's 80% tech reviews, but it also does some vlog stuff with things I like, right? And it also does some live, me playing some games and things like that. It's all things that I love doing, so it's really about me. If you are starting out and you really wanted it to be dedicated to X, then I would somehow incorporate that X into your channel name. That's what I think, right? 2 more to go before you reach 50K. Yes, thank you. And you're still correct. Zombie Brains. Hey, saw you were live for 50K. Yes, I am. And the hope is what we have been live now for how long? What are we at? 47 minutes. So 47 minutes, I've gotten 1 sub. So I'm hoping that it goes a lot faster for the next 2. If you have any friends, if you want to share this on your Facebook, just be like, hey, let's support this guy. I've put it on my Facebook. I don't know if anybody's seen it or come over here, but that's a big thing. Also in the chat, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you go over to this video here. Yes, to enter for the motorcycle bicycle cup holder. I'll put it back in the chat again. I think that's it there. And we will be hopefully doing the draw tomorrow. But all you have to do is go to that video, like it, make sure you're subscribed, and comment. And then we are going to pick, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 winners. Lexon's going to send out the cups. They're like $60 or $70 for cup holders for your motorcycle or your bicycle or whatever you want to do. So they're actually really good, right? What is this? Greg in a hot tub. Yeah. What? I need a hot tub, I guess. Greg in a hot tub. That's the next channel. If somebody wants to give me a hot tub, then I'll do it, right? I know Alan Jones. Come on. Guys, 2 more to go. Here's the issue. If you guys that are here, you've probably subbed already, right? You've probably all subbed already, which I appreciate. I really do. I 100% do. Let's take a look. I'm refreshing. Let's transition this over. Back. Oops, sorry, I transitioned the wrong way. Back this way. Ready? What are we at? Still 998. Okay. And I got my phone here so that it's still 998. So yeah, that could be something that you guys, you post on your Facebook. Hey, come over to this guy, support someone that's awesome, that you love, good watching, and make sure that they click on the link that I put in the chat, that they can win. Because even if you don't have a bike, if you win and you give that as a gift, people will love you. They will love you without question. It's just instant. You can buy friendship, which is important. Buying friendship. It's good. Just be aware again with that video and that contest, the 50,000 contest. It is only for those that are residents of continental North America, so Canada and the continental US, right? So Lexon kind of said we won't ship anything out any further than that, so I have to kind of abide by that. Just be aware. What is this Facebook thing you speak of? It's new. I have a feeling it may do okay. I don't know if it's prevalent. It's probably prevalent with the older generation. The youngins are like, where's the TikToking? Where's that going to? Where am I TikToking? Because I have an attention span of a squirrel. And if you are of that age, you can't deny it. Right? You definitely probably haven't stuck around here for an hour. You may have came in and were gone already. WWC on Monday. Yes, indeed. I will be sitting down. So that I'm also considering doing a live during that. So I did a live 2 years ago, maybe. It was one of my very first lives. And I was like, come watch the WWDC with me. So I set up something like this. I had a camera. I had, WWDC playing on my monitor, and I had a camera kind of shooting from the side so it saw me and the screen. And this way, we could watch it. You could watch it. We could comment on it, et cetera, right? And Apple copyright banned me. I was like, what? Yeah. So I may do it again anyway, because why not? Because I always love watching WWDC. What I'm not excited about is the rumor is their VR goggles are going to be like $3,000 US. What? Yeah, $3,000 US. And I was watching this morning, Oculus, just on my tech tangent here. Oculus has got their Oculus 3 coming out, which means that they're also dropping the price of the Oculus 2. Not only are they dropping the price of the Oculus 2, they are upgrading the CPU and the GPU in both of those, giving them like between 20 and 25% increase in performance on the 2. So it's like dropping $100 about for those if you want to get into VR for a better price. And then they have the Oculus 3 coming out. And I think the Oculus 3, no specs on it, I don't believe, out yet. But the Oculus 3, I think they said it's about US, like $600 or $700, something like that. But yeah, crazy price for the Apple one. M3 Fun. What's M3 Fun? M3 Fun. Tell me what M3 Fun is. I don't. AR VR goggles. So yes. Oh, M3, like Mac M1, M2, M3. Do you think they'll have an M3? My guess would be if they do, there'll be possibly a new studio, maybe, and there'll be a 24-inch iMac replacement, because that would be good. Now, I'd love to see them bring back some kind of 27-inch, but I don't think they will. I think the studio with like their display is kind of what they figured it would be. But here's my issue, and I watched this on somebody else's Mac video, is that like the difference between the M1 to M2 wasn't that big of a difference, especially when you actually are using it for work. I still use an M1 MacBook Pro. It's fine. Now, when I use my M1 Max, it's definitely faster for certain things, especially when I'm like video editing. But I think I'm under the limitations now of like bus speed and hard drive speed and things like that, right? Especially when you start using externals, like external drives and that becomes the bottleneck. So I don't know, like a faster processor is great, always great, but in real life scenarios, how much faster is it actually going to be, right? AR VR, like I said, way too expensive. If it's the rumors are anywhere close to true, where they're like, yeah, it's going to be like $3,000. Well, no, you're not. No, I'm not giving you $3,000. There's just no way. Do you use OBS? Yes, I am using OBS Studio 29.1.2. I'm currently using it on a Windows computer because this is a permanent setup. This never gets unplugged. It turns off, but that's about it. So my Mac is upstairs doing other stuff. This is dedicated as my streaming station. I have my keyboard hooked into it. I have a little USB-C hub plugged into it. My camera running through capture cards. I have my Xbox here running through a capture card. And I have a Mayono something, one of their podcast things for my microphones going through. And it all works like a champ. And just so you guys know, I think we're still at 998. I still think 998. Still 998. Okay, who do we have here? You can just have a source for the video in the browser. Okay. They pre-announced Quest 3. So I know they pre-announced it, but I don't know if they have all the specs. Maybe I'm wrong. I still have my Quest 1. Oh, that's cool. I don't have it. Have you had a chance to try Final Cut on iPad? No, I have not, because I have an iPad Air, the last iPad Air, I think, before the M1 came out, so it's not compatible. And I don't know. There's definitely some cool features. There's one feature like with the audio stretching and shrinking, so it it resizes itself. What I didn't like was that in the demo that they showed, they didn't say that it was like specific audio things that they had made. I was thinking you could do that to any audio clip, but it sounds like it's specific audio clips that are in Final Cut's library on the iPad. So I was like, eh. But I don't understand why that's not on the Final Cut on the Mac, because it just doesn't make any sense, because it's just a library file that's there, right? So that's weird. But I don't know. I like editing on a big screen, so not with touch. I really like using a mouse and keyboard for that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Have to go do laundry. Good luck, Greg. Thank you, my friend. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully when you're done your laundry, I'm not still here doing this and we've actually hit the number. Thank you. MacBook Pro here, 2015. 2015, I had a 2015, and literally falling apart. Battery is swelling and have loosened the screws. Still fine, kind of. So, number one, if the battery is swelling, take it into an Apple store. Whenever a battery starts swelling, they will almost always replace it for nothing, even outside of warranty, because the last thing that they want is any kind of publicity talking about a battery exploding. So I know when I worked at Apple, if we had any kind of battery that was swelling and was like pushing the battery door or causing the keyboard to not be able to work because inside the case it was pushing up against the keyboard, we would almost always replace it for nothing, because a battery shouldn't do that, right? So I would definitely take it there and ask them. And if not, maybe even better, call Apple Care. So go to an Apple store if it's close, see what they'll do. If they won't do anything, which they should, because right, it's battery. Then call Apple Care and tell them what's going on, because I will almost guarantee it. They will do one of two things: get you to ship it in to get the battery replaced, or depending, they actually, they may give you a big discount on a new laptop. Who knows, right? But worth the time. I would highly recommend doing that, because it can't hurt. It really can't hurt. Time for an upgrade here. Yeah, like I said, you guys can maybe see it. This maybe here. Yeah, that machine right there. That is the last of the 27-inch iMacs. It still runs good. But I do notice, like in this iMac is, I don't want to say it's loaded, but it's pretty loaded. I bought a pretty beefy one when I bought this. Like it is a 3.8 gigahertz, 8-core i7. I didn't get the i9 because the i9 on the laptop just overheated like crazy, which I didn't like. I'm running the Radeon Pro 5500 XT, 8 gigs, 64 gigs of RAM. So like it runs good, but I will say, if someone asks me to trade this for an M1 or M2 MacBook, yep, done. Because I think those machines are it's better machine. And now, like when the M1 first came out, you had to run it through Rosetta. Like so much stuff had to run through Rosetta, and because of that, you took a performance hit, right? But that's not really the case right now. The majority of the software runs. There are still some pieces of software, like I run some Sony software upstairs, like Catalyst Browse and things like. What happened? Oh, look. See it? I missed it. You guys see it? Do you see it? Do you see this? This must have changed. We hit it, and it jumped 2. Oh, yes. I got to screen capture this on my phone. Ready? It's not 50,001, 50,000. You guys see it? Right there. 50,000. Oh, we can still chat for a little bit. I'm super excited right now. Boom. Yes, boom. I feel bad for Crafty Bug that just left like 2 minutes ago before it hit. Kevin Hall. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. So I don't even know now. Is the next milestone, like big one, is it 75? Or do I just right to 100. Right to 100. I sent one your way. Congrats. Well, thank you so much. We sat at 998, 997 for so long. So long. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. Super awesome. I don't now I'm just like I have no words, you know? Thank you so much for your support over the last X amount of years, right? Zombie Brains. You say 1 million? Next one is 1 million. Okay, 100K. 100K is what we'll go. I like you saying 1 million, Zombie Brains. But let's do 100. Let's do 100 because I think that's going to be a great number. Now my real question is, when is that going to happen? What do we guess? How many years? Because let's not go crazy and be like, oh, you'll hit that in 3 months, because that's not a thing. My guess is between 2 and 3 years, unless I get a huge boom somewhere, right? Where a bunch of videos decide to go viral or something like that, right? Do another live stream at night and we can all celebrate with drinks. Oh, so when is like my night? A little my night? So it's 3:30 here. So are you saying like 10 or 11 o'clock my time? Let me know. Let me know, because I'm down for a celebration video, right? Celebration video. I've got, oh, you'd love this. I wish you guys were all here. I got this because I don't drink very much. I got this sea salt caramel vodka. Oh man, it is good. It's Greg Beauty Pie Toope would be awesome. Give me end of year. If I can hit it by end of year, I will buy all of you, like, I'll give you all like $100 gift certificate to whatever you want if I can hit it by the end of the year, right? Everybody that's on this one here, it's here, because it's not that many. You'd each get $100 to your choice of whatever. But yes, I would definitely do a quick live. Nothing fancy, nothing. It's 2:30 p.m. here. It's 3:30 p.m. where I am. So I can't necessarily give you a time. I'm down for it, even if it's a quick 15-minute live, right? Because like I said, we're going over to Mary's parents for dinner, so I don't know what time we'll be back. But yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. We'll do a little celebration. Maybe I'll bring the wife down. She can chat with you guys too. And then I remember 30 and 40,000. Well, Zombie Brains, he actually won something off the channel, right? Remember? You won something? And we met up, I think. Wasn't it? At the McDonald's? Yes. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to log off because my wife is probably like, are we going anytime soon? And the faster I can get over there, the faster I can get back, right? So what we'll do is I will give you guys probably like a half-hour notice. So when I get back, I'll put up a little, it's happening, and then I'll have a time, and then you guys can come join me, and we'll pour a little beverage, and we'll have a little drink together in celebration, yeah? And maybe when we come back, it'll be 60,000. But more. Let's hope it doesn't go down and people didn't just subscribe. And then they're like, hey, he get unsubscribe. All right, guys. Looks like it, but pricey here, and the wife will know. Yeah. True that. All right, guys. I will see some of you tonight. Yes, some of you tonight. And thanks so much for joining with me. So awesome. And I'm gonna turn this back. I'm super happy, and I'm super happy that you guys were here to watch it happen with me, which was great. And I'll see some of you guys tonight. Yes, tonight. And if not, we'll join up for a live tomorrow if you guys are interested. I think it's tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Tuesday? Maybe it's Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. For the WWDC thing. Maybe we'll give it a watch and we'll see what's going down. All right, my friends. Again, I appreciate you all so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later. Wait, I haven't left yet. Look, that right there, Mary Toope. She's watching. You see it? She's watching. I can't believe it. She's upstairs watching. That's my wife. And she's waiting. So we're going to go. Yes, everybody say hi to Mary. Everybody say hi to Mary. She'll love it. She'll love it. So give her a hi, give her a heart, give her love, give her thanks for being patient with me, and thanks for supporting this crazy adventure over the last X amount of years. I'm coming upstairs now. All right. See you guys later.